Hello and welcome to another Inner Court Tai Chi video. My name is Cain Yentzer, and today I will be talking once again about syncing the Qi to the Dantian, or in other words, part of a Neigong practice. That's what I'm going to focus on today, and I'm going to specifically focus on the physical aspects of it, because I think a lot of people tend to think this practice of syncing Qi to the Dantian or Neigong is just a very strictly mental practice. Which it is. There's an aspect to that, but there's also a very huge aspect of the physicality, the conditioning that happens when you practice this. And that's what I'm going to get in today. So I've been receiving questions which led me to make this video. People talking about chakras and bringing other practices into it, saying, they want to learn it. And what I don't think they grasp is that this is a very physical exercise. And the reason I do Neigong is not necessarily for meditation, but it's to boost my Taiji, to keep my meridians conditioned, keep my Dantian conditioned so it can absorb Qi, it can fill up and open and close and all these things. I also do Jianzhuang, which is also to support my Taiji. And Jianzhuang is just another form of Neigong, basically, except you're standing. Okay, and Neigong, just if you don't know, means literally internal skill or internal work. So today I'm going to talk about the physical aspects in a way you can kind of try to grasp this so you can understand it. So the first example I'd like to give is you can think of Qi as cars for this example. And you can think of your meridians as the roads. So Qi needs to travel down a road. And it only will travel so well as the condition of the road. So if the road is in a certain condition, for example, a country road, it's gravel and rocky and has potholes, you're not going to be able to travel. The Qi is not going to be able to travel down that road smoothly. All right, so there has to be a physical change to the road so you can get more Qi or more cars going down it. You flatten it, you widen it, you make it more organized. All these are physical changes that you make to the road, and then you can have more cars going down that road. You can have more Qi going down that meridian. So that's one way to think of, especially the central channel going down the center of the body, as a road that you need to change, you need to widen, you need to flatten, okay? In order for that to happen, there literally has to be a physical change. You cannot do that mentally. You cannot just keep running the mind down that channel. And I'll get into what I'm talking about in a second, is how to actually condition these things. Another way to look at it is if you have a balloon, if you ever bought a bag of balloons and you take one of the balloons out and you immediately try to blow it up, it's very hard. It resists, okay? Now, this is the same balloon, and what you probably already know, you have to condition the balloon. The balloon is made out of latex, which is made out of proteins, and they need to be aligned. And this is very similar to your meridians and your Dantian. All right, this stuff has to be aligned, it has to be organized, just like the road. Okay, and once you pull on it and you start to organize the proteins, even though it's still the same balloon, and here the breath I put into the balloon represents the Qi, it can now accommodate Qi, more Qi. All right? So this is the aspect of Neigong, or syncing Qi to the Dantian, I would like to try to get across to people in this video. So how do you actually condition the meridians? So if you look at someone doing Neigong, it just looks like they're sitting there in a meditative position, which they are, but there's something going on physically. There are all sorts of specific posture points you need to take care to do. Suspended from above, and this is the same stuff that's in Taiji. Suspended from above, bring the chin in, raise the back of the neck, sink the chest, open and round the back, or pluck the back, tuck the coccyx under. So what these do is it starts to position or put the meridians in traction, if you will. And what I mean by traction is being pulled from either side. So you can also think of it like a guitar string. If you want to get it in tune to the pitch you want, you're going to start pulling or releasing so you have the correct amount of traction. This is exactly what happens in Negong, or the process of sinking the chi. This has to happen, all right? If you try to pluck that string and it's too loose, it's not going to resonate, all right? So we have suspend from above, tuck the chin, and all these posture points you should know if you're practicing this. And that positions the meridians and puts a correct amount of tension on them. Now, the other part of conditioning the meridians is when I start breathing in air and running air down this taut channel or meridian, okay? And that starts to open the meridian and condition it, just like when you pull the balloon. You're actually using the breath to push through. And in the beginning, it gets stuck, just like when you take the balloon out of the bag. You can't blow it up because it's not conditioned. So we use the breath and posture to condition the meridians. And then you get down to the Zhongdantian, all right? And it'll start to get stuck, but once it gets conditioned, you have your posture points, you start pushing air through, then it can go down to the next Dantian, and finally to the lower Dantian where you get it, and if you get it going up the back, and you spread it all over the place. So that's what I kind of wanted to get across today, that there's this huge physical aspect to Negong. It's not strictly mental. And in fact, in the beginning when I started doing Tai Chi, I made the mistake of doing that. I just put my mind down there and I thought everything would happen from there. I spent 3 months and all I would do is, as soon as my mind went away, is bring it back to Dantian. And nothing happened. It wasn't later until I learned about Negong and all these other things and these posture points that I got to further understand and studied with some other people, that it started to make sense. It started to get organized and things started to happen. So that's the only thing I wanted to get across today, that Negong is a very physical exercise. Even though it doesn't look like it is, something is going on inside. If you have any questions, please drop me a question down in the comment area. Please subscribe and keep practicing. Thank you.